Now, you don't have to necessarily, okay? It was totally a preference thing for me just to help me with managing everything because you have to think about with one account, you're going to have a lot of activity coming in and out of that account. You're going to have all your money coming in, you're going to have all your expenses. So your open phone, your Gmail, your website, the most unknown expense will be your marketing expenses, right? You may not know when those funds are actually coming out because you have it set to come out after it's reached this threshold of your budget. Activity coming in and out of the account that sometimes for entrepreneurs, it may not be as easily to adhere to all of the activity. And it might just be better to manage it by separating those accounts.
Just go through the five accounts again so that I can write them down.
Yes.
Sorry.
It is, I always forget. It's payroll.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's linked up to Gusto. Then you have income. So that would be like linked up to like your Stripe or Square. Taxes, that should be linked up to nothing, but this is where you'll put your percentage in for taxes. Expenses, so this will be linked up to your open phone, Gmail, Thumbtack, Google, Yelp, right? And then your profit. So this is where you would put the percentage of how much you want to pay yourself. Me, it was totally me. I was self-sabotaging. I stepped in my own way, limited belief. It was totally me. And like once I got over that hurdle, I had the fear of success. Like I knew that I could achieve it, but like I was just afraid of, I don't really know of that yet, but I know that it was me. Which is why I talk a lot about mindset. But I'm such a firm believer that working on you is working on your business. Entrepreneurship will have a way to show us in the rawest form and how we act and respond in the rawest form. And sometimes it's ugly, and sometimes it'll show us beauty in our responses, and sometimes it doesn't. We can see how we handle pressure. We can see if we, like just so much things. Entrepreneur will just show you that. So I'm a firm believer that entrepreneurship, that working on your business is, you working on you is you working on your business. And if you don't, you can only reach the level of success that your mindset will allow you to go, that your belief will allow you to go, to the level of emotional intelligence that you have that will allow you to go. But as you grow and evolve, you'll see like this is just a gateway to like other things that you're going to pursue, right? Whether you are going to turn this into a mega empire franchise, you're going to have locations popping up all over the place, where you're going to have, physical products, you're going to turn into a lifestyle brand. I mean, the sky is the limit. Like bump the sky, you can go further than that. But you can only go as far as you believe you can go, because all of our actions are only going to follow our thoughts and our desires, right? So if we're such negative thinking, right, we talk more negative self-talk to ourselves throughout the day than positive, right? And it's done subconsciously. We do it so much, we don't even need to say it out loud or say it in our mind quietly. It's done subconsciously. Entrepreneurship, there's nothing new under the sun, nothing. The struggle may look different, but the response is going to always be the same. And the response is the part that we have the control over. Like we don't have control over anything else but how we respond, how we react, and the activities that we pursue to overcome those obstacles. No, and I totally get this, right? So one of my things is like I just have to do it scared, right? I know you guys probably heard that quote. That's nothing new, right? Do it scared, right? Because self-belief and our confidence in what we are working in, it has to be developed through actions, right? It has to be tried and true. No matter how scared you might be, just do it, right? Because over time is when it gets better. And then over time, as you get better, is when you start building the confidence in yourself, in that ability. And don't worry about them turning down the numbers, because if that person is not meant for you, don't force it. Don't try to finesse it. Don't try to sell them. Don't try to fit a square into a circle. So if the person's not a good fit, don't make it be a good fit. Okay. Yes. Provide them with the numbers. Like, I like to be as front and open as possible. I'm not trying to hide anything. Be upfront, give them the numbers. Nowadays, a lot of them are going to ask the numbers. And not only are they going to ask the numbers, they're going to ask you, how much are you charging for those services? Give them that information. Okay. But I hope you guys have an awesome evening, and I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all.